Welcome everybody, Level M Diecast. Yes, right there, HWR 95-9893. No, this is not some kind of crazy coordinates for some type of top secret, treasure or something. This is the latest Elite64 car hauler. This is your Scania 770R car hauler, the latest one from Mattel Creations. So we'll go ahead and get this cracked open. There is the barcode deets right there, should you want the barcode deets. Not that it really matters. Place shipping label here. Typically, I think Mattel at some point wants to ship everything in their main box, but it's not really working out currently. So there is the box. We'll get this flipped around the right way. Elite64, there it is right there. Looking fantabulous. Your Scania 770S. Oh, it's 770S, my apologies. This is the same exact trailer that came with the Cascadia, but this is a brand new cab for this particular one here. Just has a couple of stickers on here, sealed stickers to show that it's been sealed, although they weren't attached all that well. So easier just to peel those off of there, keep those from getting on there and getting into all the box details. I'll worry about those ones later. So as you open up the box, you do have a little blueprint of the truck right there, which looks pretty good, of course, with the trailer attached, which looks pretty fancy. Get the box curled up. This is a significantly different style of box than the Cascadia came in. The Cascadia came in like a double corrugated, kind of like a almost like an egg carton. This is another piece that lifts up from the top. You can see the little space here. That's for the mirror that's on the side. So it is specific. It actually is in there separately from... The truck's in there differently from the blueprint on there. So there is the truck right there. It is sitting in a tray of some sort. There is a plastic protector from it. The truck is not connected to it, but the truck will slide out separately. So we'll get this to hopefully cooperate. There we go. Set that to the side. Again, it's just a piece of plastic that's in the back there. And of course, a bunch of this packaging stuff just to keep it good. But you could probably toss that stuff. So we'll set the box to the side. Of course, the trailer is hooked up with all kinds of stuff to keep it specialized and not scratched and not beat up and, all that good stuff like that. It is the exact same trailer as I mentioned before. I think it's the exact same wheels too. They're just in black. Looks good. The trailer is red and silver rather than black and silver. I think it looks pretty good. I'm not a fan of this trailer. I think there's some ridiculous design details in here. There's a platform in here, in between there, that obviously is not usable. This platform right here is not usable. You have a limited amount of cars you can put down there at the bottom. The trailer really only holds like 5 cars. They sometimes say 6 cars, but really it only holds comfortably 5 cars. And of course there's no stands or nothing like that. No details for the to hold up the trailer or anything. But of course the big deal right here is of course the truck. It is wrapped up separately. This one does have a tilting cab, which is a really nice addition that we didn't get with the Cascadia. So we'll see about getting the kind of styrofoam, or not styrofoam, the tissue paper. There we go. If I can figure out the right word, the tissue paper. So let me get this tore off of here. I know it's a little bit off camera, but this will be a little bit easier to do without that. There we go. So we'll get this popped back down. So there is our Scania 770. Really stoked about this one. I think this is a way better one than the Cascadia. I personally like Euro trucks. I think Euro trucks are much better. Does have some really nice details for the wheels. Of course, those are rubber tires, just like the Cascadia had. This truck seems to be a different level of budget than the Cascadia has. This truck seems to be significantly higher budget for some reason. I'm not really sure. I don't know if it's got a higher budget because maybe it was cheaper to license or what the deal is, but it's got those nice mirrors on the side. The little spotter mirrors are molded in on the side of the cab right there. There's a little spotter mirror right here on the front as well. It's just super cool detail. Grill, all that good stuff like that. Details on this side. Everything looking fantastic. Details on the top. looking good. Even has the taillights done up, so Scania on the mud flaps. Scania embossed in the back, looks super, super cool. A little bit of print on the back of the cab as well. And then, of course, the money shot with this particular one is the tilting cab, and, of course, your V8 down in there. Yes, Scania's run V8 motors. So that looks super, super, super cool. So it also says Scania on the top of the intake right there. Just super cool. I mean, this one is just a whole nother level of detail, a whole nother level of just budget. I'm really disappointed that the Cascadia wasn't made with at least an opening hood, but I'm really, really excited that they did this one. And just for illustration purposes, I mean, it's plenty tilted correctly. Like it's not going to fall forward or anything like that, which is really nice. Sometimes some of these models do that, and they're just so heavy that they tilt forward and they end up sitting like that. Obviously, if you push it forward, it will do that. But this one looks really, really good. The mechanism is designed like most, where you pull it straight up and then tilt it forward. So when you bring it down, you just push it down, and of course the gap goes away, and it looks just perfect. Looks perfect. Base details. There's a little bit of base details in there. No additional print or anything like that. 2024 Mattel Scania 770S Highline. Super cool cab. Super, super cool cab. Not that it would make any sense for them to do this, but it'd be nice to get a cab just by itself, which would be pretty cool. As far as the setup goes, there is the setup with the truck on there. Looks good. It has full range of motion with the steering. It matches. Colors match. Looks really, really good. It's quite heavy. All the white you see is die cast. So there's a ton of die cast on here. The base was plastic, but most of this truck is metal, which is really, really, really nice. Again, the details of this cab and truck are significantly different than the Cascadia, which was the first release. The Cascadia was good, but this is just another level. This is just another level. I think Mattel realized if they're going to make trucks in the 1/64 scale range that are meant to be collectible, they need to be a little bit more effort into there. Not that they're going to compete with DCP or First Gear ever, but just in that realm to bring in some new customers. That's kind of what they have to do. And then of course with the trailer, you just have that little ramp on the back, but that's all it does. So there you go. That is the Scania 770S, the latest Elite 64 car hauler. The second one to be released. It's really, really nice. It comes with just a ton of like stuff to protect it. You really don't need to put all that stuff back in there. But the box looks pretty good, so nothing particularly fancy. So drop a comment and let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you picked that one up. It was, I think, $55 or $60 on Mattel Creations when it was new. These things are already selling for $100, and it'll probably go up a little bit from there. So drop a comment, let me know, and we'll catch you next time on Live a Limb. Peace!